The current version of Logic now offers audio track drum replacement and doubling. Here's our audio track. Unlike the audio to score function that I just showed you, this is track-based, so you have to select the track, go to the track menu, and select drum replacement doubling. Because this is track-based, it affects every region on the track. Now, once it's selected, it analyzes the audio region, finds the transients, and creates a MIDI region right beneath the original audio track, preloaded with the EXS24. And it opens up the library, and notice that it opened up the snares folder, right? The snares folder in drums and percussion. But I wanted a kick drum. So I could do this, navigate to the kicks and find a kick drum. However, notice that there's a menu right at the top of the replacement window. And if I select kick here, that means that the library will go to kicks or to toms or snares or wherever you want it to go. So this should be selected first for kicks because that's what I'm either replacing or doubling. In this case, I'm going to select doubling. The next control is the threshold control. Now this track has both kicks and the ghost snare sounds. And we don't want those snares to trigger our drum replacement. Listen. So what we have to do is set the relative threshold control so that it picks up those loud kicks, but not the soft snares. So it picks up everything above this threshold. As I pull the threshold all the way down, it's going to pick up more of the ghost notes. And if I move it up, well, it's going to miss some of the kicks. So you have to experiment a little bit. And you have to use your eyes and your ears. Right now, it's looking pretty good. So let's open up the library again and then use the built-in pre-listen button to hear what's going on. Clicking it starts play. And you can audition different kick sounds in the library as it's playing. Does it get any better than this? Well, I don't think so. Let's talk about the trigger note because it relates to the instrument menu up above. When I select kick up above, it knows to go to General MIDI C1. Had I selected snare, it would have gone to a different MIDI note that's reserved for snares. Let's talk next about the timing offset. This allows us to adjust the relative timing between the audio track where the original sound appears and the newly triggered note. This allows us to adjust for any kind of MIDI latency. A negative offset reduces latency, whereas a positive offset would add latency to the newly triggered note. And it seems like you have to click the pre-listen button between each change to hear the effect, until you get it just right. Or you can let Logic determine what the perfect offset should be by clicking on Set Average Attack Time. Hey, that's all there is to it. It's really amazing. Let's review, right? We have our audio track and our newly generated MIDI track, which is playing the EXS24, and here is our doubling. So we're hearing both tracks together, right? That's why it's called doubling. But if we just want to replace the track, we mute the original track. Let's A/B. First, we'll listen to the original track. Now, the replacement track. You can hear how the replacement track has captured all of the velocity data from the audio track too. But if you want to change it, and if you want to change the pitch also at the same time, double-click on the MIDI in switch and then hit your keyboard. And now whatever MIDI note you touch on your keyboard becomes the replacement note. However, all of the velocities will become the same depending on how hard you hit your keyboard. Hey, that's automatic drum replacement in Logic. It works like a charm, and geez, I'm going to be using this all of the time. But remember, it's only available in Logic 9 and beyond. See ya.